Now,
Yeah.
professional wrestling, were you a fan growing up?
We used to, we grew up because we lived in Denver and Omaha, so we were part of the AWA because at that time the AWA was the, and so you got to watch, Vern and all of them guys back when we were growing up. So you always, yes, my grandmother, it would be my great grandmother on my mom's side was a major fan. She goes back to Gorgeous George and all that stuff. And bless her heart, she believed it was real. She argued with Bob and my brother and I all the time. No, it's real. We'd say, "Mom, they die." It was real as many times as ever. It's real, Grandma. Grandma would say, "Oh, she liked that better than she did any other sport." She'd get right there at the tape and she'd grab that dang chair and everything like that. And it was serious for her.
Wow. Did you go to any live events growing up?
Yeah, we would go down to the Civic Auditorium here in Omaha and watch watch AWA and Harley, Handsome Harley and all those guys and growing up and of course Omaha had a famous one that wrestled at Omaha North and at Nebraska, Baron von Raschke, and he was on that roster. So that has kind of meant a lot for all of us because he was actually an Omaha guy, even though he was the Baron and it was from Germany, but he played at North. He was a wrestler for Omaha North, and then he also was an All-American wrestler for Nebraska.
Gotta love the guys that play the foreign heels. They're billed from different countries, but they're actually American.
Yeah, you're from your hometown.
They're from your hometown.
Yeah.
So, who were some of your favorites growing up?
Oh, I mean, I always liked Harley. I thought him and his acting part, Larry the Axe. I always liked those two guys, and I always enjoyed. Vern was good too because he always, he was a great maneuver, and then Billy Robinson I enjoyed too.
Yeah, those are some good ones. Were your parents supportive of you deciding to pursue a career in pro wrestling?
They were more shocked.
Really?
Yeah, than anything. Just because, they're both educators and they thought, what's this guy going to this thing for? But they supported me, yeah, after I did it. Yeah. They were first shocked because I was still at that time, I was still I was coaching a little bit and teaching in college. So I mean, it was a change from what I was doing.
What were you teaching? Um,
Physical education, like exercise science, strength training.
okay, so still in that realm, still in that
Yeah.
realm of athletics and fitness. So I'd imagine the transition from football to pro wrestling was seamless because there's a lot of stuff in common.
There is the difference is at least back in that day, they beat the heck out of you when you went through training. They did. You went through. I mean, I think we threw up at least for 2 weeks straight every day, and they were only happy if you did that. And
Hmm.
with all the workouts and training we do, then they would stretch you, and so you understand what it felt like when you actually had to move on for real.
What was any advice that you were given from your trainers in pro wrestling that you applied during your time there and advice that still sticks with you?
Oh, just always be there on time. Be there for the show. This is the show. Just don't get all caught up into your character and believe that's who you are. You're still who you are, but do your character wherever you go. But yet, remember, it's the show that counts. It's everybody working together to have a good show.
Yeah. I mean, it's a team effort. It
Right.
really is. And
It
so
is.
what can you tell me about when you're putting all the fundamentals together, you go through the training process, your first few matches, what were they like?
It was green. Show, because the first time you go out under the lights and do that, and it's live, you're nervous, just like you're in a football game. But you can tell you're nervous because you're tight, you're not relaxed, so you don't move as relaxed as you should do because it is your first matches and you're a little stiff and you don't mean to be, but you just are just because you're tight up there and you're nervous.
Any memories of some of your first matches or opponents during this period of time?
Yeah, I mean, uh, Rex King and all those guys I first started. Yeah, they helped me a lot because I mean I knew how to do it in the gym and all that stuff. It was just when you go out there live, it was a little bit different. So it was important. Early on, they always put you with even though you weren't going to go over, you were still out there with the veteran. And that's good because they get you to relax in the ring and just take your time. Because otherwise, you just get in a big hurry and you rush through everything. And you see that today when you see young guys start out or young ladies, they're always rushing stuff and not taking their time and let the crowd get into the match.